Hello, LegendAqua here, back for another tier list. This time it's my favorite D4DJ characters. So, this tier list was suggested by Next on my Discord. So a couple of things. I got into D4DJ through the mobile game first, and then I started watching the anime. I actually finished watching the anime today, so this was the perfect time to at least say, you know, let's make a tier list of my favorite characters from D4DJ. Here's the thing, the anime only has up to Photon Maiden. We don't have Mermaid, or I believe Rondo and Lyrical Lily did not get featured, although they get cameos in the anime. So I don't know the last three that well. I know a couple, but yeah, I have this on hand just in case I do forget their names, and I'm going to forget some of the names. So pre-warning. So first up would be Rinku, and she is the main character from the anime. And okay, here's the thing, because I'm gonna bring up Next again from my Discord, and that was the fact that Next's favorite character was Kyoko. And I thought that Kyoko was the main character of D4DJ. Quite obviously she was not, and like I'm just gonna bring that out there. So yeah, I was not expecting that. So Rinku is the main character. She is the Genki type, and she is like, I can kind of see why she's the main character and everything, but for me, the Genki energy wasn't to my liking. I did like her Genki energy because, you know, it didn't make it so serious of an anime and everything, but I'll place her on S rank at the very least. Because for Happy Around, I've got a favorite character, and it's Maho. I don't know, she resonated with me the most, not to mention on the mobile game, I did get her SSR. I don't know, she just resonated with me the most, not to mention the fact that she's a minder of the rest of Happy Around, so yeah. Next up will be Mooney, and she is actually SS rank for me because although like she reminded me a lot of Nico from Love Live, just a little bit toned down in a sense, not to mention she is childhood friends with Rinku, so there is that dynamic going along, but let's just say that I do like her for that reason, but she doesn't top Maho in a sense for me, so she is SS rank because of that. And that also goes for Ray as well. She did kind of grow on me because she was the last of Happy Around to be formed and everything, but she did develop, and in my opinion, a little bit more than Rinku, although Rinku did get her own development. But in terms of favorites, yeah, it's obviously Maho, then Mooney, then Ray, then Rinku for me. Next up will be Kyoko, and she's also SS rank because as much as she is very close to beating out Maho in a sense, and I do like that she is actually a very cool character, she doesn't beat out Maho. Although there's a chance that I may change that to SSS rank. We'll see by the rest of the characters. Shinobu, she did get a little bit development. Not to mention she is friends with Kyoko and everything. She just didn't resonate with me as much, so she's going S rank, unfortunately. Although, again, I'll say that S rank is not that bad. It's C rank that won't be, for obvious reasons. But we're going back up top again because Jennifer is actually one of my favorites from PK because if you've noticing a trend right now, I like tomboys in D4DJ, which is really odd because oddly enough I'm actually in the phase where I like Genki characters at the moment, but for D4DJ it's completely the opposite. It's tomboys for some reason. I don't know why, but with Jennifer and her abs kind of deal, not to mention she's slightly ginkier than Actually, no, I'm not gonna say that. She has some Genki in her. Yeah, she's ECC's rank for me, and in my opinion, yeah, she is my favorite character from PK. Now, Isora is actually a bit in the middling side, which is why I put her in SS. Nyx did try to, you know, give me more reasons to like her, although in the anime she did not get much development. She was just, you know, a satellite character within PK. Nyx did say that her voice actor is Pararose from Bang Dream, and that was actually probably the most interesting thing about Isora, because they're completely different characters, but Isora is interesting at the very least, so SS rank for that. So now, Photon Maiden, this is where the character names might get a little bit muddled for me. So, this will be Ibuki, and she didn't get much development from the anime and from the mobile game. Not as much, I will say. So she will be S rank. Again, I because of the anime and the fact that I just finished it and everything, not as much. Not to mention on the mobile game, I didn't get many cards of her, so yeah, I don't know her as well, unfortunately. Toa, she did get a little bit of interaction with Rinku, and I do like that because it's like two characters who like really likes DJing, interacting with one another. I do like that. So because of that, Toa is SS rank. Next up will be Noah, and she's also SS rank. Here's the thing, I did actually manage to get her SSR, and I actually do like her as a character. Unfortunately in the anime, she was not as fleshed out. Like, we didn't get any characterization from her, which kind of sucked because I do like her. But yeah, because of that, SS rank. And this would be Saki, and Saki gets probably the most development because she's like kind of the de facto leader of Photon Maiden. But we did get a little bit of interaction with her from Maho, but not much after that. It's the mere fact that in the anime they're portrayed as rivals towards Happy Around. So characterization within Photon Maiden was not that good. So yeah, it's unfortunate. In terms of my favorite character from Photon Maiden, it would actually be Saki, and then Noah, and then Toa, and then Ibuki. And actually, because of that, I think Kyoko gets to be SSS rank, if I think about it. Again, I like Jennifer a little bit more than Kyoko, but I think the promotion is warranted for me, now that I think about it, because we've now finished all the anime characters, and we're going to mobile only, and this is really where the character names does get lost on me. So I will at the very least start off with characters that I do know from the mobile game, and that will be Dahlia from Mermaid. And yes, she is SSS rank because I wanted this. I wanted a card, like an SSR card from her from the beginning, and I do actually like her as a character, so quite obviously she's going in SSS rank. Next up will be Tsubaki, and she is the main reason why I actually started playing the mobile game in the first place. So yes, it's kind of warranted that she goes into SSS rank. She reminds me heavily of Run from Bang Dream, so there is that too. And again, as you can see, my top 5 are mostly all top ones. In a sense, Dahlia is depending, but yeah. Okay, and the next one will be Haruna. So Haruna from Local Lily. is probably the only exception from the tomboy thing, I believe. I didn't, read up on her as much, but I do like her character-wise, and she is probably the only character left from the SSS rank. Yes, there's no more characters left for the SSS one. She is probably the only one that's one, not a tomboy, and two, I don't have an SSR card of her from the mobile game, but I do like her from the group of Lyrical Lily. So yeah. Okay, now we go to unknowns for me in terms of characters. That would be, first up is Rika, and Rika stalks me in the mobile game. I've got 2 SSRs of her when I wanted somebody else, aka I wanted Dahlia, but I kept on getting Rika a lot. I will say, in terms of character-wise, she is not bad, but she does spook me within the mobile game a lot. She doesn't go into C rank because of that. It's not her fault, it's the gacha's fault for that one. But I do like her cards, so I don't mind getting spooked by her. Just please stop now. SS rank. Next up will be Marika, and Marika also kind of spooks me, but not as much as Rika. I don't know her as well, unfortunately, so S rank for that. Saori, just in terms of character-wise, I do actually just like her. Like, character-wise, I don't know her as well. Like, I don't read up on her as much, so she gets by through appearance-wise, because I like her character design. So that will be the rest of Mermaid. Next up will be Rondo, and Nagisa will also go into SS rank. Because, again, I do like... Let's just say I like most of Rondo, because let's just point that out there. I'm not kidding, I like Rondo, because they remind me heavily of Ran's group from Bang Dream. And again, Tsubaki was the main reason why I got into the mobile game, and why I started to, why not try out the anime. Again, in other words, thanks Tsubaki that she even exists. As to why I actually, started getting into the franchise of D4DJ. And next for my Discord helped. So yeah, essentially Hero and Aoi all going to SS rank because I just in general like Rondo. Finally will be the rest of Lyrical Lily, and this is where most of my, I don't know anything about Lyrical Lily, to say the least. And unfortunately, because of that, they all go into A rank. Again, none of these characters, I don't hate any of them, but for the mere fact that, again, I was playing the mobile game for, I'm gonna say, roughly a month. I'm still playing it, mostly casually, and then just, spend my gems whenever I can. But yeah, in terms of least relevance for me, it's Lyrical Lily and Mermaid. Although, again, in Mermaid, I like Dahlia, and in Rondo was the main reason why I actually started to, have D4DJ in my radar in the first place. So, with that will be my tier list. Again, I was, as I was actually making this tier list in the first place, I was not expecting that most of my SSS characters would be all tomboys with the exception of Haruna. But yeah. Again, that will do it for this tier list. Next, I hope you're happy with this tier list, although I am so sure there's going to be some of my picks that you're not going to like. But, yeah. With that will do it. Comment below what you think. Comment below what you think about my tier list, and let me know. With that, LA out.